Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Renegade Immortal episode number 225 based on novel. So let's start. The vortex created by the rotation of the 49 fragments caused the Thunder Celestial realm to collapse. The suction from the huge vortex echoed across the entire Thunder Celestial realm. The large-scale collapse continued and became even more intense. The cracks in the sky appeared more and more often. It was as if there was a sword cutting open the sky and extending the cracks. If one were too close, not only would they be shocked by the scene, they would also be devoured by the cracks. At this moment, Master Flamespark's eyes revealed a strange light. He was floating in the air and his arms were stretched out. The fragment under him began to slowly rotate too. This old man's Thunder Celestial formation will be complete today. As Master Flamespark laughed, his hand formed a seal and origin energy surged out into the fragment below him. The origin energy spread out as if there was no end to it. Wang Lin's mind trembled violently. His expression was gloomy as he silently stared at Master Flamespark in the distance. As for the evil youth, his eyes lit up and he said, "Refining the celestial realm as a magical treasure is indeed very interesting. However, if this is all you do, it won't have a treasure soul, so what use is there?" In the sky, Master Flamespark laughed and said, "Who said there is no treasure soul? Treasure soul, appear." As he spoke, he spat out a ray of grey light. There was a palm-sized ancient mirror inside the grey light. It immediately grew several times its original size and became an oval mirror the size of a person. The surface of the mirror twisted and an origin soul flew out. The moment the origin soul appeared, dense origin energy spread out. The origin soul of an illusory yin cultivator. Wang Lin's eyes narrowed. The evil youth looked at the origin soul and slowly said, "Rank 4 upper celestial." He wasn't in a rush to act, as he wanted to see how this so-called Master Flamespark was going to refine the Thunder Celestial realm. Moreover, with his cultivation, he could tell that the Master Flamespark in the sky wasn't the origin body but an avatar. The eyes of the origin soul of the illusory yin cultivator were filled with confusion. After it appeared, Master Flamespark shouted, "The 49th soul, go!" After he said that, the origin soul's eyes shined brightly as if he had ignited his origin soul. He clasped his hands at Master Flamespark before disappearing in the blink of an eye. Using some method unknown to Wang Lin, he arrived at the 49th fragment at the edge and his origin soul merged with the fragment. The 49th fragment suddenly seemed to come alive, and it was filled with spirit. This didn't end. Before Wang Lin's eyes, ripples appeared on the ancient mirror one after the other. As Master Flamespark shouted, these origin souls of illusory yin cultivators disappeared into the various fragments. Soon, 28 of the 49 rapidly spinning fragments contained a treasure soul. Treasure soul, appear once more. Master Flamespark's eyes were filled with excitement as the surface of the ancient mirror twisted violently once more and another origin soul flew out. The origin energy from this origin soul was obviously stronger than the last 28. Wang Lin gasped as he recognized this as the origin soul of an corporeal young cultivator. The evil youth's expression was still neutral as he calmly said, "Rank 9 upper celestial, not bad." Following the corporeal young origin soul, 13 more flew out and disappeared into the fragments. Among the 49 fragments, 42 of them suddenly changed. Not only did they become filled with spirit, but the power of the formation climbed endlessly. Once more. Master Flamespark laughed like crazy. He had prepared for tens of thousands of years for this day. The ancient mirror trembled once more, and after more than 10 breaths of time, an origin soul flew out. This origin soul was very old and looked dispirited, but the moment he appeared, origin energy more dense than the previous 42 origin souls spread out. This is, Wang Lin's eyes suddenly shrank. The origin energy was very powerful and terrifying. It was a match for the Hua family ancestor. This must be the origin soul of a Nirvana Scryer cultivator. The evil youth's eyes narrowed as he licked his lips and slowly said, "Rank 3 Sky Celestial." After the origin soul appeared, he looked up at the sky. His eyes were in a daze, seeming to be recalling the past. However, with a shout from Master Flame Spark, the origin soul shivered and its eyes were filled with fear. It merged with a fragment and disappeared. A powerful pressure suddenly erupted from the seventh fragment and the entire power of the formation increased once more. This didn't end. A pair of large hands came out as if they wanted to tear the mirror apart. Then an origin soul walked out from the mirror. This was the origin soul of a middle-aged man. His face was filled with an evil aura, and as he appeared, he immediately let out a roar. The evil aura was monstrous, and it turned into a red storm. Wang Lin's body involuntarily retreated and his eyes were filled with shock. He could no longer calculate the strength of this origin soul. He just had a feeling that this person was weaker than the blood ancestor. Rank 9 Sky Celestial. The evil youth's eyes were filled with greed, but he didn't rush up to steal it. Master Flamespark looked at the middle-aged man. There was a trace of regret in his eyes as he slowly said, "This was the fourth person fated with this old man. Unfortunately, sixth soul, go." The middle-aged man filled with killing intent jerked his head and stared at Master Flamespark. After silently pondering for a moment, he rushed out and merged with the fragment. A powerful, evil aura erupted from the sixth fragment and spread across the entire formation. When the evil aura enveloped the formation's power increased greatly. Before the aftershock of the evil aura dissipated, a crackling sound came from the mirror. A crack suddenly appeared on the mirror, and as the ripple distorted, another origin soul walked out. This origin soul was an old man, and the moment he appeared, the sky suddenly changed. It was as if the cracks that had appeared because of the collapse had stopped. There was no origin energy coming from him, but the appearance of this old man made Wang Lin back up. The pressure this old man gave off was shocking. Rank 2 Celestial King. The evil youth's eyes lit up. This old man's origin soul wasn't confused, he was completely sober. Finally, his gaze fell on Master Flamespark and he nodded slightly. Then an ancient voice echoed, "Remember your promise." After that, the old man's origin soul entered a fragment and disappeared. Then a powerful aura broke out from the fifth fragment. More cracking sounds came out and the cracks on the ancient mirror became even longer as another origin soul stepped out. This origin soul was completely red and a deep sense of hatred burst out from this origin soul. Blood Ancestor. Wang Lin's expression changed greatly and he immediately backed away. However, a moment later, he noticed an issue. Although this origin soul belonged to the blood ancestor, his eyes were bleak, without any spirit. Soon after, the blood ancestor's origin soul silently entered the fragment and disappeared. However, at the moment before he disappeared, he raised his head and looked at Wang Lin. The fourth soul entered its position. Rank 6 Celestial King. The evil youth's eyes lit up. Then he revealed a grim smile and slowly said, "Interesting. I just don't know if there are any celestial lords." The Master Flamespark in the air said with pride, "There are." The cracks on the ancient mirror became even larger, but this time it wasn't only one, many cracks appeared. It looked like this ancient mirror was about to break. There was a flash of light and two origin souls stepped out at the same time. An unimaginable amount of origin energy that almost became solid filled the world. These two origin souls weren't complete. They were a bit dim and there was a seal flashing between their eyebrows. The moment the two origin souls appeared, the evil youth's expression changed. He stared at the two origin souls and slowly said, "Rank 1 Celestial Lords." Wang Lin's expression was pale and his eyes were serious. He could feel an aura as powerful as the all-seers from these two origin souls. Master Flamespark's eyes contained a hint of caution as both his hands formed a seal and he shouted, "Third and second souls, get into position." The two origin souls coldly looked at Master Flamespark before slowly merging with their respective fragments and disappearing. At the moment they disappeared, the ancient mirror trembled and crackling sounds came from it before it suddenly collapsed into countless fragments. As the mirror collapsed, the origin soul of a middle-aged man stepped out. This middle-aged man looked very ordinary, there weren't even any origin energy fluctuations from his body. However, the moment he appeared, a killing intent that could tear the world apart burst out from his body. This killing intent merged with the world and seemed to become part of the world. Wang Lin immediately coughed out large amount of blood and then activated all the origin energy inside his body. He quickly retreated, but the killing intent was still there. His eyes were filled with aghast and his face was pale. The Rain Celestial Realms Rank 6 Celestial Lord, the Slaughter Celestial Lord. The evil youth's expression changed as he stared at the middle-aged man. His eyes became cold. The middle-aged man was extremely calm. After he appeared, he looked at Master Flamespark. Master Flamespark pointed at the fragment below him and shouted, "First soul, into position." The middle-aged man silently pondered for a while before he moved into the fragment and disappeared. A monstrous killing intent burst forth from the first fragment at the center. This killing intent immediately enveloped all the fragments in the formation. Master Flamespark was filled with excited as he shouted, "Celestial formation, gather." The original 49 origin souls he prepared didn't include the Blood Ancestor. However, after he obtained the Blood Ancestor's origin soul, he changed his mind and made a replacement. As Master Flamespark spoke, the Thunder Celestial Realm changed greatly. The 49 fragments that now possessed a treasure soul immediately shrank until each one was about the size of a palm and circled around Master Flamespark. A divine sense came out of each fragment and they all floated into Master Flamespark's body. When all 49 divine senses went into his body, he became solid. In order to refine the Thunder Celestial Realm, Master Flamespark divided his origin soul into 49 parts and infused them into the fragments. Only by doing this could he fully manipulate the fragments. Now that his origin soul had come back together, his origin body appeared. He currently had 49 fragments circling him. A powerful aura was emitting from the 49 fragments, and it made Master Flamespark look like he was filled with endless majesty. Very interesting. The evil youth looked at Master Flamespark and slowly said, "This celestial formation treasure is very strong, but it still lacks a bit of fierceness. I presume this is why you lured me here." Master Flamespark stared at the evil youth and said, "Celestial Lord Qing Shui, I want your G realm." The evil youth frowned and plainly said, "I'm not Qing Shui. This old man has been to the celestial realm hundreds of times and has accessed all of its secrets I could find. In the Thunder Celestial Realm, there was a person known as Qing Shui. This person's cultivation was extremely powerful and he also had the legendary G realm. He was also the heir to the country of Clear Water. After ascending to the Celestial Realm, he came to the Thunder Celestial Realm and became a Celestial Lord. However, during the early days of the collapse of the Thunder Celestial Realm, he suddenly underwent a great change for unknown reasons. He was different from the past and became a demon that slaughtered all. A large group of Celestials attacked him, but due to his G realm, a mass slaughter occurred. Finally, the Celestial Emperor, Bai Fan, acted and gained victory. However, the Emperor couldn't bear to kill him. During this dilemma, he seemed to suddenly regain his senses and everything that had happened was like a dream. When he became sober, he realized that he had slaughtered countless Celestials. Among the people he killed were his friends, disciples, descendants, and, most importantly, his Tao partner that had accompanied him for tens of thousands of years. All of this caused him massive amounts of grief and indignation. Personally slaughtering his relatives and his Tao partner caused him to suddenly recover his sanity. At the moment he was about to lose his sanity, he struggled to raise his sword to destroy his origin soul and body. In order to prevent the G realm from resurrecting him, he used his magical treasure, the sealing vortex, and sealed his origin soul and body in 9 parts. Celestial Emperor Bai Fan felt sorrow and placed down a healing formation over the seals. He hoped he would regain his sanity one day. The reason Celestial Emperor Bai Fan did this was because this Qing Shui was his only disciple and was also the person that was most likely to become the next Celestial Emperor of the Thunder Celestial Realm. After Master Flamespark finished speaking, he immediately slapped his bag of holding and a Celestial Jade appeared. This Celestial Jade was very old and had apparently existed for a very long time. This is the Celestial Jade Celestial Emperor Bai Fan left about his disciple, Celestial Lord Qing Shui. You'll understand when you see. A Celestial Jade was thrown at the evil youth. The youth caught the Celestial Jade. After silently pondering for a while, his eyes were filled with confusion. While confused, a blood-red light appeared and erupted from his eyes. It immediately covered his body, then he squeezed the celestial jade and swallowed it. He stared at Master Flamespark with a ferocious face. When Master Flamespark realized that something was off, his right hand quickly moved and the 49 fragments immediately appeared before him. At this moment, Qing Shui let out an extremely loud roar that was filled with the might of the heavens. It echoed like a bolt of thunder. Large amounts of cracks appeared before Qing Shui. The cracks were torn apart and surged straight toward Master Flamespark. At the same time, endless cold wind came out from the torn space. The wind created a storm that was like the wrath of heavens, and it rushed toward Master Flamespark. Master Flamespark's expression became gloomy. He let out cold snort and then the 49 fragments immediately rotated to form a vortex. A powerful suction force came from the vortex, and whether it was the cracks or the cold wind, all of it was sucked into the vortex. Master Flamespark shouted, "Qing Shui, this old man showed you the celestial jade to help you remember. I had no ill intent." Wang Lin was very far away, but he almost immediately retreated. His hand quickly formed seals to place down restrictions, and he barely escaped. His face was extremely pale as he started at the distance. "I'm going to kill you." Qing Shui charged out with a fierce expression. He was too fast, and as he charged out, his hand reached out, breaking the void. He appeared behind Master Flamespark. His eyes were bloodshot and he mercilessly clawed at Master Flamespark. The 49 fragments in front of Master Flamespark suddenly appeared behind him and collided with Qing Shui's right hand. There was a loud bang. Even with how powerful Qing Shui was, he was forced back 1,000 feet. His eyes became even more red and he entered a strange state. He then let out another roar and rushed out again. Master Flamespark frowned. He didn't think that the evil youth would enter such a state after seeing the celestial jade, so he was unprepared. When he saw the state the other was in, his heart sank. Could it be that the state he's in right now is like he was after he underwent the change and was filled with demonic thoughts? Master Flamespark was secretly angry. When Qing Shui rushed in again, both of Master Flamespark's hands formed a seal. The 49 fragments suddenly scattered and released a golden glow. The gold lights intersected and formed a formation. Celestial formation, law transfer. As Master Flamespark shouted, the golden formation flew off the 49 fragment and shot into the air. It immediately surrounded the incoming Qing Shui. As Qing Shu roared, his body was imprisoned in place. At this moment, Master Flamespark's eyes lit up and he shouted, "Celestial killing form." In an instant, the golden formation began to rotate and golden thorns appeared and stabbed into Qing Shui. These golden thorns contained a destructive aura. Wang Lin was extremely far, but he could still feel it. As countless golden spikes pierced his body, the ferociousness on Qing Shui's face intensified. "I originally forgot the past, but you made me remember." There was a trace of sadness in Qing Shui's red eyes. This sadness was so strong that not even tens of thousands of years could dilute it at all. "Call the wind." Qing Shui raised his right hand and pointed at the sky. As Wang Lin's eyes suddenly widened, he saw a black wind gather around Qing Shui. It suddenly formed a tornado that expanded outwards. The golden formation suddenly collapsed and the black wind formed 8 black dragons that swept across the sky. Their huge bodies merged with the void, exposing only their heads. The dragons opened their mouths and blew cold wind toward Master Flamespark. When the cold wind blasted forth, it was as if the world no longer existed and everything was in ruins. Master Flamespark's expression became more gloomy and he quickly retreated. His right hand formed a seal and he shouted, "Celestial formation, assemble origin." Large amounts of origin energy came from the 49 fragments to form 49 rays of light that shot out toward the incoming cold wind. Countless explosions echoed in the world. Wang Lin continued to retreat, but blood was coming out of his orifices. Every explosion shook his mind, but his eyes were extremely bright as he stared intently at the battle. "Call the wind." "This is the power of Call the Wind." After 49 explosions, Master Flamespark retreated a few steps. His expression was slightly pale. Operating this formation was a big burden on him. Originally, battling someone like Qing Shui shouldn't be this hard, but the difficult part was that Qing Shui's spells were simply too powerful. This is definitely not an ordinary celestial spell. When Master Flamespark controlled Wang Lin's body, he didn't see Wang Lin use it. This was his first time seeing it, and he was shocked greatly. Rumor has it that when the Celestial Realm collapsed, Celestial Emperor Bai Fan had a bizarre death. As Bai Fan's disciple, don't you want to find the reason and avenge him? Master Flamespark frowned. Unless it was the last resort, he didn't want to battle Celestial Lord Qing Shui. This would be a great discrepancy from his original plan. Qing Shui's eyes filled with killing intent and he charged forward. At the same time, both of his hands formed a seal and touched his chest. His seal immediately changed as he pointed at the sky and shouted, "Summon the rain." In an instant, drops of crystal-like raindrops appeared within 5,000 kilometers of the area. These raindrops were red like blood. After covering the 10,000 feet with red light, Qing Shui's hand formed a seal, then he pointed forward and shouted, "Summon the rain, ice seal." Bursts of cracking sounds could be heard as all the water droplets became ice crystals. The ice rapidly expanded, and in almost an instant, they connected to each other. They spread like crazy and charged toward Master Flamespark, the center. Celestial Lord's shocking change caused him to lose his sanity and slaughter countless Celestials. Does Celestial Lord hold no doubt in your heart about what happened? As Master Flamespark shouted, the 49 fragments rotated around him and created a giant vortex. The fragments enlarged several-fold in an instant and were still growing. From what I found, at the same time you went insane, there were other people who suffered the same fate in the other 3 celestial realms as well. Perhaps the answer can be found in the Cultivation Alliance under the Rain Celestial Realm. Even if the answer can't be found, I promise that I'll do my best to help you go to the Wind and Lightning Celestial Realm to find the reason. The 49 fragments around Master Flamespark rotated like crazy, forming a large vortex. The vortex spread and began resisting the ice coming from all directions. Master Flamespark became angry and shouted, "I'm not afraid of you, I just don't want to fight you. The reason you were able to break the seal was due to me helping you in secret. Otherwise, how could you have succeeded? Qing Shui, don't force me to fight." Qing Shui suppressed the killing intent in his eyes as he looked at Master Flamespark and said, "Give me a reason to gift you the G realm." Master Flamespark's expression was serious as he said, "If Celestial Lord wants to restore your cultivation, you will require a lot of origin energy. Rather than devouring cultivators here in the All-Heaven Star System, come with me to the Alliance Star System, where there are a lot of powerful cultivators. I believe it won't take long for Celestial Lord to be restored back to your peak." Qing Shui calmly said, "This reason is not enough. After you were sealed, the Celestial Realm encountered a disaster that caused it to collapse. Do you not want to know what happened? Rumor has it that the Cultivation Alliance has a living Celestial. If you come with me, you will know everything." Qing Shui silently pondered. After a long time, he slowly said, "Still not enough. When I was young, I was an elder in the Cultivation Alliance. In the Cultivation Alliance, there is a scroll. Rumor has it that this scroll fell from the sky after the Celestial Realm collapsed, and it contains a trace of the ancient Celestial Realm. When I left, no one had been able to open the scroll. However, rumor has it that the scroll contains the real reason the Celestial Realm collapsed. All of this must have something to do with your sudden change. After all, it was just too much of a coincidence. Less than 100 years after your slaughter, the Celestial Realm collapsed. If you say there is no connection, I don't believe it. Qing Shui, we are not enemies. If you still disagree with these reasons, then say no more and let us battle. I'll not hold back and use the full power of this magical treasure." There was a flash of killing intent in Master Flamespark's eyes. The 49 fragments suddenly stopped spinning, but a terrifying aura came out from within them. Qiong Shui coldly looked at Master Flamespark and a cold aura slowly spread out. Master Flamespark's heart sank and he let out a sigh. He had really tried. For tens of thousands of years, he looked through the records of the celestial realm to find the causes and effects of many events. Eventually, he set his sights on refining the celestial realm and obtaining the G realm to help him. Unfortunately, he didn't expect the result to be like this. Qing Shui calmly said, "If you are lying, I'll detonate the G realm." His right eye glowed bright red, and a ray of red light immediately shot out. The moment the lightning closed in, all the ice around Master Flame's park disappeared. The lightning shot directly toward one of the fragments in front of Master Flame's park. Shortly after, rays of G-realm lightning shot out from Qing Shui's right eye and landed on each fragment. The entire celestial formation treasure gave off a cold aura and flashes of red lightning. The entire treasure gave off the aura of the G-realm. Celestial Lord can rest assured, this old man is not lying. Master Flame's park laughed as his right hand formed a seal and pressed forward. The 49 fragments rotated in the sky, forming a huge, black vortex. Celestial Lord, come with me to meet my friends in the Allhaven star system, then we can open the passage to the Alliance star system. As Master Flame's park spoke, he was about to step into the vortex. Qing Shui didn't hesitate and also stepped forth. Just at this moment, Wang Lin clenched his teeth and shouted in the distance, "Since Senior has finished refining the celestial formation, I hope Senior can return my Thunder Beast." Master Flame's park paused for a moment before turning toward Wang Lin and smiling. "I still have to use your Thunder Beast for a while. After opening the passage and we enter the Alliance star system, I'll return it to you. You are someone fated with this old man. If you can leave the Thunder Celestial Realm with your own strength and reach the Thunder Celestial Temple within 1 year with my token, then I'll give you another opportunity. I'll take you with me to the Alliance star system." As he spoke, he slapped his bag of holding and a 3-inch golden purple horn immediately flew out toward Wang Lin. Master Flame's park turned around and entered the vortex. Qing Shui did the same, but right before he entered, he looked toward Wang Lin with a mysterious light in his eyes. After sending out a divine sense message, he disappeared into the vortex. In almost an instant, the vortex dissipated and Wang Lin was left alone in the void. "I can feel a familiar aura from you. You have learned it called the wind and can be considered my master's successor. Learn it well as it is one of my master's 6 great spells. Don't let it go to waste in your hands." After catching the golden purple horn, Wang Lin silently pondered after he heard Qing Shui's message. After a long time, Wang Lin took a look at the golden purple horn before putting it away and flying away. The Thunder Celestial Realm was now suddenly missing 49 fragments. Although the vortex was gone, the collapse from before didn't stop. Instead, it became even more intense. The wind echoed across the Thunder Celestial Realm like ghostly wails. After entering one's ears, it would cause one to feel a chill in their heart. As Wang Lin flew, he wasn't able to merge with the world at all. He could only carefully avoid the spatial cracks as he flew aimlessly in the Thunder Celestial Realm. The Celestial Gate is closed, so how do I even leave this place? Also, that Celestial Lord Qing Shui, could he have noticed that I once had the G realm? Wang Lin's figure flickered as he avoided a spatial rift, and then it was as if a bolt of lightning had struck him. His eyes lit up as he remembered something Shengong Hu told him when introducing the Thunder Celestial Realm to him years ago. I must find Shengong Hu right now. Wang Lin closed his eyes and searched for Shengong Hu using the Dao Soul left with him. After a moment, he charged toward a direction. Shengong Hu was quickly flying through the Celestial Realm. Although the Celestial Gate was destroyed, he knew another method of leaving this place. That was the only transfer array placed here by the Thunder Celestial Temple. This was the reason why messengers of the Thunder Celestial Temple could enter this place without going through the Celestial Gate. However, although the transfer array that belonged to the Thunder Celestial Realm could allow people to leave, there were great limitations. First, each transfer couldn't take a lot of people. Second, only messengers of the Thunder Celestial Temple could use it, as others weren't allowed to enter. Anyone who entered would be killed immediately. This was a rule that was strictly followed ever since the transfer array was placed by the Thunder Celestial Temple. Even if someone accidentally entered, they would often be immediately killed. The might of the Thunder Celestial Temple couldn't be disregarded. Right now there were cracks in his relationship with the Thunder Celestial Temple, so that was why he didn't come here earlier and chose the Celestial Gate. However, the Celestial Gate had closed and the Celestial Realm was going through a widespread collapse. Not only did this slow Shengonghu down, it forced him to go toward the Thunder Celestial Temple's transfer array. I wonder where my lord is, Shengonghu silently pondered. He still firmly believed that his lord wouldn't lose. This video will end here.